Here goes nothing.
Enter, honored guest,
Yep.
and I would have been with you presently.
Look at thing.
Some of them look to be in English, but I know they're not. It's the Altung language Tobias told me about. The tongue of magic. Sounds a little disgusting, to be honest.
This feels really reminiscent of the Hermit's Hut in Quest for Glory 1.
Ruminations on the Chaos
Not sure
Principle
why.
by Roar Augustanja.
I just feel like I should be doing the right things to get the trigger spell somehow. These are not
Be
very
welcome,
conventionally attractive people.
stranger, to my abode.
Stranger? Don't you remember me? You invited me here.
Every moment we meet, and every moment we part. You are both stranger and friend, April Ryan.
I'm sorry, but could you try to be a little less obtuse this time? I have a hard time understanding half of what you say.
Less obtuse.
I will beg for your forgiveness, April Ryan. I had a hard time to make myself understood amongst other peoples. I will pull myself into this moment, difficult as it may be, so that we can communicate and so that you may understand. It is important that you understand, April Ryan, very important.
Is that like focusing on a square inch of sight or something? I I really don't know. Magic is weird. Um, so yeah. We can either be gracious or we can be interrogative. Interrogative? Let's be gracious.
Thanks for your hospitality, Obnaxis.
Goodbye. Blessings of the balance to you, April Ryan, and may your journey have been a long and fruitful one.
So much for that focusing in the moment, I guess. No, wait, we weren't done. We weren't done.
It's Obnaxis. Who are you?
I am Abnaxis of the Venar, ambassador to the Ireed Council in Marcuria. My people live far from here, and they do rarely visit your kind, and so I am their sole link to humans and Dolmari.
Why is that?
I alone among the Venar am able to focus on a particular moment and thread in time, and so to speak with those who flow with time, like you.
That actually was very grammatically consistent.
How do your people perceive time?
It is hard to explain. Any moment before this moment and any moment after is the same to me as this one. I have lived already, and I am yet to live. Do you understand me?
No.
I think so.
You
But
do?
how's that possible?
Everything is possible, April Ryan. There is magic, and there is science, and between the two, everything is possible.
Yeah, does that mean there's some, like, deterministic society thing going on?
Can you see the future?
To me, every moment is the same. There is no future. I can relate moments you have yet to see, and I can unravel possible threads. But remember, the future I see may not be the one into which you walk.
What?
Moments and threads fluctuate, change. I can remember things that have never come to pass, and I have seen things that will never be.
So, then...
So you can't tell the future.
I would see your possible futures, the likely threads among hundreds. If there was not a veil in time, I would.
So then couldn't they tell what the past is and what the present is by, like, what point the threads are singular? Like, if they see, like, all of these multitude of threads for the future and everything, do they also see multitudes of threads for the past? Like, do they remember how or they know, they see how things could have happened. I guess that's possible. That's weird.
What's this veil you keep talking about?
Somewhere ahead in our path, there is a dark veil through which I cannot pass, past which I cannot see. It is disconcerting to me to be blocked from the moments of my life.
How did this veil come to be?
It was, no, will be created in chaos, by chaos, to keep the future hidden. All threads converge on a single point here, beyond the veil, and this will happen only once. It is written.
Written? Where?
In the prophecies.
Hmm. Yeah, what?
Tell me about the prophecies.
Words have been written by seers who can discern from all possible threads the threads that are certain to be woven. These words are the prophecies.
And what do the prophecies say?
Prophecies speak of a time when the balance will falter, weakened by the assault of chaos and its servants. The moment the veil falls is the moment of uncertainty. The balance may stand, the balance may fall. I cannot tell which it will be, and I cannot even see the possibilities, the threads extending from each fork. But the prophecies also speak of a Savior, as the prophecies usually do.
It's convenient.
One who will bring order to chaos, only to release chaos on the innocent. One who will restore the balance, only to finally break it.
That doesn't sound...
That doesn't sound like a savior.
Yeah.
The word in my tongue is Kanang La. Literally translated, it means the small seed who grew to a tall tree.
Okay. Let's see if he can get us any help before we ask generic questions.
I need some help in my quest.
Yes, you did.
I did? And what did you answer?
That I will help you as much as I can, but in the end...
I'm on my own. I've heard that one before.
Oh my. So we went straight into the questions anyway. What about dragons?
What do you know about dragons?
I do not know much about the kin, but I do know a little. Perhaps it will help you, perhaps not. The Draic kin came to this world a very, very long time ago, before the dawn of man, before the divide. The Venar had yet to learn to be outside time, and there were few other peoples on Earth.
If you can
The
learn to be
kin played
outside
an
time.
important part in the divide, in separating magic from science, and in the founding of the Fathers, the Sentinel, to watch over the balance. It is said that after the divide of the 4 Draic kin that came to Earth, 2 went to Stark, and 2 to Arcadia. But that was a long time ago, 12,000 of your years. I do not know what has become of them since.
Inbreeding.
You don't know where I may find these Drykin?
No, the white of the Draikin, the mother, has, according to legend, been sighted. The tale of the silver spear of Gorimon speaks of the mother and her child. Though I think this is but a tale, and far from the truth.
The story is called The Silver Spear of Gorimon?
Yes,
that a new Pokemon?
Unfortunately, I do not have this book myself, and I do not know of anyone who does.
Perfect.
What about the other dragon, the other Draikin?
Well, there are theoretically
Of the
3 more.
Draikin, I only know of the mother, the white of the kin, although I have heard tell of a god who fell from the sky into the ocean a great long time ago, but this may also be just a tale.
Hmm.
What else do you know about this god who fell from the sky?
Only what I have told you. Someone with greater knowledge of the ocean and the creatures that live beneath its surface may be able to tell you more.
So now we really have incentive to get those boats up and running.
Have you heard of a disc that works as a key to the Guardian's realm?
Yes, but very little. It has been spoken of in the I Read Council only recently, brought to attention by the Tyrant ambassador. He wished to know where it is kept.
And what was the answer?
No one at the council knows or admitted to knowing, and the ambassador was asked to speak with the sentinel, which he is unlikely to concede to. The Tyrant are allied with the vanguard, and so are in political and ideological opposition with the sentinel.
So big
I
words.
know Vestrum Tobias. He would not speak a word with the Tyrant, nor the vanguard. Not unless it was to challenge their philosophies.
Hmm.
So you don't know where I can find the disc?
No. Ask Vestrum Tobias.
It's worth it. What about the rift?
Do you know anything about a rift leading to the Guardian's realm?
I have heard speak of such a thing. I believe it was where the tower was built and the divide created. When the earth was one, it might still be open.
Any idea where it is?
I am afraid the Venar were never very involved in the affairs of the Sentinel, nor took any part in the divide except to agree to the necessity of it. We had little choice but to concede. We are a magical people. We need the balance, because we could not survive without magic.
How would I go about fighting chaos?
You cannot fight chaos. It is not so simple. To oppose chaos, one must return order to that which has been affected by chaos, and thus reduce its powers. But this is not something everyone can do. Only those ordained by the balance can embark on such a dangerous task and survive.
Hmm.
That's about it for now.
I am glad I could be of assistance, April Ryan.
So, do we still... what is this?
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Oh my.
Could you tell me a little bit about yourself, Abnaxis?
At least these are light questions.
Me? About myself? We, the Venar, are not good at speaking of ourselves. We always know who we are, and so we have no need to tell each other.
Well, are you married? Do you have kids? Or perhaps your people don't marry?
Or reproduce.
Yes, we do marry, and we
Aw.
always know who we are to be with, because our future is also our past, and so we also know our children, even though, according to your reckoning, they have yet to be born.
So you know that according
My
to our...
wife
whatever.
will be the beautiful Abyanda. She lives by the Bay of Fire in the east. She gave birth to our 3 female children, Abratha, Abalexa, Abpalmana.
How long has it been since you last saw them?
I see them
April.
now, April Ryan. Do not forget I perceive time in a different manner from your kind. I have given them your regards.
Well, say hi to them for me.
Well, he... Okay.
Why did you come here to Marcuria?
I was chosen to be ambassador to Ireed when I showed a talent for seeing the flow of time from one point to the next. I was trained for a long time in locking myself into a single moment to communicate and understand your world. My people do not normally involve themselves with others, but the veil has forced us to do so.
Why don't the Venar want to involve themselves with humans?
In the wrong hands, our knowledge is dangerous. To know of the possible fluctuating futures, this can be a weapon to some who flow with time. We cannot interfere with your time. We are not allowed.
Who says?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
The balance, the guardian. The guardian watches not only the balance between worlds, but also the balance within. Time is in balance, and if this balance is upset, the guardian would know.
Then why are you allowed to be
I thought
outside
the
of
Guardian was gone.
the time
So he
space
is, and
continuum?
that makes it even more crucial to my people that we preserve the balance and not upset it. Chaos is our enemy, April Ryan, and we do our part to keep it at bay, as do you.
Are you planning on ever going back to your people?
When we pass through the veil to the other side and time yet again opens up, I will return to my people. I look forward to that day.
You do?
I miss my people, and it is hard to speak with your kind. It makes me tired.
So you really can't see past the
I
veil?
know what you mean. I'm a stranger here too.
You will bring us through the veil, April Ryan, and then we can both leave this place and go home.
Just seems really weird to
Where
look
is your
forward to
home,
something
Abraxas?
as a Venar.
Across the border mountains and north, to where the forests are evergreen, and where in winter the land turns white.
Do you know Father Tobias?
You did refer me to him.
Tobias is a faithful servant of the balance, and he is a good man. He leads the sentinel down a narrow path, but he never wavers. We are friends.
So, I can trust him?
Trust is a concept which often puzzles me. Amongst my people there is never distrust. We always know the truth. But amongst your people, amongst those who flow with time, trust is important, a fragile thing. But yes, I do think Tobias is to be trusted fully. I cannot see beyond the veil, but up to that point there is no thread in which he betrays your trust, April Ryan.
Have you heard of a man named Cortez?
No, I have not. But that does not mean I do not know him. Names are often fleeting, April Ryan.
He's my... well, some have called him my mentor, others a nutcase. I'm not sure which it is, but I'm leaning towards the former.
Your mentor? He is a shifter as well?
No, I don't think so. He doesn't travel. Shift between Stark and Arcadia.
I do not see him in my life, April Ryan. I do not know him. Beyond the veil, perhaps, but not before.
Thanks, Abnaxis.
You are always welcome, April Ryan.
Okay. Think we asked
About
all
my
of
quest.
these?
Anything I can do to help, April Ryan.
That's
Yeah,
about
we
it for
did.
now.
I am glad I could be of assistance, April Ryan.
Sky talks painfully slowly.
I'll talk to you later, Abnaxis.
Blessings of the balance on your journey, April Ryan.
So,
It's a nicely crafted bench.
well, let's sit on it. It's good. It's good sitting. Okay, that was it. Um,
The Death of a Venar by Gale.
Sorry about the sirens, guys.
A Brief History of the Northlands by Minstrom Lenier. By the look of it, it's not all that brief at all.
Looks like we could look at books all day.
Lord of the Rings. In Arcadia, I guess classic fiction really does cross all borders.
Okay, that's amazing.
The Psychology of Stickmen by G. Godager. Principles of Waging a Winning War Against Superior Forces by General Hen Solber. Surviving the Border Mountains by Tomie Strand. Ruminations on the Chaos Principle by Roar Agastanja.
Those sound like they should be puns, but I really don't know. We might actually want to check in with our buddy Tobias. See if he knows anything more. Since we don't really have any leads as to where Toon Layak is anyway. Oh good, there are stairs on that side. Hi! Sup?
Good morning, Tobias.
Why, it's April, my friend from Stark. Have you come to visit us again?
So it appears. I didn't exactly come here by choice this time, though.
Oh? How so, if I may ask?
In a weird and twisted way, it's nothing out of what's become the substitute for ordinary in my life. One second I was in my room in Newport. The next, I was in a dark alley in Marcuria.
There's also blue glowing light.
You must have opened a shift while you were sleeping. Good. This means you are learning to harness your magic.
Doesn't sound very harnessed.
Yeah, I guess, except I don't think I'll be able to get back home again. And this time, my mentor, Cortez, has no idea that I'm here.
Don't we still have the pocket watch?
Ah, but I'm sure you will find a way to channel and control your power soon. In the meantime, is there anything I can do to help?
Oh my.
I need to locate the disc that unlocks the Guardian's tower.
The disc that is the key? Yes, it is needed. It might even restore balance, provided the new Guardian accompanies it to the tower, of course. But you wish to find the disc yourself?
The new Guardian? I can't just put the
I
old
have
Guardian
to.
back?
Cliché or not, it's our only hope.
You do this often, then? Save worlds?
It's an expression. Heroism in my world is more of a cliché than anything else.
I do not understand. But then I am merely a servant of the balance, while you are more. But yes, the disc. As I told you once before, when the Earth was divided, and the realm of the Guardian created, a disc was forged in the Well of Making. The disc was to serve two purposes: as a key to the Tower of Balance should it become necessary to enter it in the Guardian's absence, and as a replacement for the disc that is already in the tower should it be broken. The tower is now abandoned and locked, and the old disc shattered. I do think the time is right for the second disc to be brought forward and used.
Okay, that explains the two disc thing.
Where is the disc now?
At first, more than 12,000 years ago, it was kept in the open, at the Sentinel Enclave outside Marcuria. However, when thieves attempted to make away with the disc, it was taken away.
Why?
So that the four parts of the disc could be divided amongst four of the magical people of Arcadia. People who would have nothing to gain from the balance being compromised.
What people were the disc divided amongst?
This I cannot tell you.
Ah.
I'm not sure anyone remembers now. But it would be in the scriptures, I am certain.
Research. It's important.
Scriptures.
The scriptures of the balance. There are 13 of them. 13 is a strong number, rich in tradition, and Did you know the Irede High Council consists of 13 ministers? No, of course you don't. 13 was also the number of the fathers who begat the Sentinel, and who built the Tower of Balance.
Okay.
Where can I find the scriptures of the balance?
Pay a visit to the Sentinel Enclave, located outside the city to the east.
Okay.
The great library of the Enclave contains every book ever written by an Arcadian minstrel, and most others as well. Speak with Minstrom Yerin, the keeper of books. Tell him I sent you.
Okay.
I need to find the entrance to the Guardian's realm.
There is one. You are right in that, but where, I would not venture to guess.
It's good that one exists.
In the past, when the time came for the Guardian to step down and another to take his or her place, the Guardian opened a gateway wherever it was needed. A Guardian, still in full control of the balance, can invite anyone in and let anyone out. But with the Guardian gone, the only way in would be the point where the divide was first created, where the tower was built.
Isn't that location written down somewhere?
Remember that this was done on the old Earth before the divide. After the divide, after the creation of Stark and Arcadia, places were shifted about. This entrance may not even be on the ground anymore.
Oh, crap.
What do you mean?
It could be up there, in the sky, or far below us, through the crust of the Earth into the molten depths below. I cannot say, and I do not know anyone who could.
This is not looking good.
Isn't there any way to locate the entrance to the Guardian's realm?
Perhaps with careful investigation of the old texts.
Yep. Research.
Histories of Arcadia, of the Divide, the scriptures. I do not know, April, but it cannot hurt to look. Again, you will find these texts at the Sentinel Enclave.
Yada yada.
Speak with Minstrom Yerin.
Tell him I sent you. Yada yada. Okay.
I need to locate the 2 dragons that reside in Arcadia.
The Drykin?
Yes, those.
What's the difference?
Dragons is a word from your world. The kin are not what they have become in your legends and fairy tales.
Oh.
But they're real, aren't they?
Oh, as real as you and me, April. And old. They have been here since before our time. As you probably remember, the kin were instrumental in the Divide, saving mankind from a terrible end. But I know so little. Only what I can remember from my studies when I was a minstrel at the Enclave.
Okay. Let me guess. Scriptures, Enclave.
How can I get more information on the Drykin?
Books, daughter, books. The wisdom of the ages. There is one tome you should study, called The Secrets of the Drykin, by Minstrom Elniak. It is old but informative, and it captures the imagination.
Well, at least he gave us a book to look in.
Where can I find this book?
In the Enclave.
Again, you will find these texts at the Sentinel Enclave. Speak with Minstrom Yerin.
Okay. I have this feeling we need to go to the Enclave.
I need help getting back home.
Unfortunately, I'm in no better state today to help you shift than I was the day before yesterday. You are the one with the talent, and so you must learn to use that talent.
Okay.
Thank you, Tobias.
Good to know I could help you, April.
Okay, so we're still looking for Tun Lyak, which we can try the docks for that, but it's been made infinitely clear that to get more information on our current quest, we need to go to the Enclave and do some research. So, get on that next video. See you then.